In your notebook, make sure that you are writing 7.2 multiplication equations. And today you will be able to solve multiplication equations, which is also a one-step equation. Pause the video, read the question, understand, and let's begin. So the total time to burn a CD is 18 minutes. So to burn a CD, which means one CD, is going to take 18 minutes. So the two information that is given to you will be the CD and minutes. So one CD takes 18 minutes. So last weekend, Dimitri spent 90 minutes. So 90 goes where the word minutes is. So three numbers are given to you. The last one is your M. So they are asking you to write and solve a multiplication equation. So the first step you're going to do is set up the problem like this. And now we are going to cross over and multiply. So 18 multiplies M to give you 18M. And 90 multiplies 1 to give you 90. 90 times 1 is 90. Put the equal sign in the middle. So this is what they are asking you. Write a multiplication equation. So this is the multiplication equation. The second part is they are asking you to solve it. So now 18 multiplies M. You do not see any sign between the 18 and the M. You don't see a plus, you don't see a minus, you don't see a multiply, you don't see a divide. So if there is no sign between the number and the letter, you always take it as multiply. The opposite of multiply will be to divide. So you divide by 18 on this side and you divide by 18 on this side. 18 divided by 18 cancel them out and you get just the M equals 90 goes in the shelter divided by 18. And 18 times 5 is going to give you 90. So in this case, it's going to be 5. Don't just give me the number, give me the word that goes with that. So go back to the setup, and M stands for the CD, so attach the word CDs. Pause the video, read the question, understand, let's begin. So a jewelry store is selling a set of 4 pairs of gemstone earrings for $58, including the tax. So these are the two information that is given to you. So let's write them down. So remember, I keep telling you that write the money on the top. So the pairs. So the money is $58. $58 is for 4 pairs. So now neighbor and 3 of her friends, so that's 4 people, want to buy the set. So each could have 1 pair of earrings. So each person could have 1 pair of earrings. They're asking you to write and solve a multiplication equation to find how much each person should pay. So the word is each person should pay. Each person means 1 person. So 1 person is going to get 1 pair of earrings. So that means 1 pair of earring costs how much? It's the question. So 3 numbers are given. The last one is your M. So what you're going to do is once you're done setting it up, you cross over and multiply. So 4 multiplies M to give you 4M, and 1 multiplies 58 to give you 58 equal sign. 4 multiplies, the opposite is divide by 4 on this side and divide by 4 on this side. Cancel, M equals numerator 58 goes inside the shelter, denominator 4 staying outside. So finish your division, and 4 goes into 18 4 times. 4 times 4 is 16 minus 18 minus 16 is 2. Now put the decimal point, add 2 zeros, bring the decimal point straight up, bring the 0. 4 goes into 20 5 times, bring the last 0. 4 goes into 0 0 times. So that is going to be 14.50. Now go back to the question. M stands for the money, so attach a dollar sign. So 1 pair of earring is going to cost $14.50. So each person needs to pay $14.50. Pause the video, read the question, understand. Let's begin. So this family drove so many miles across the United States on their vacation, and it took a total of 28 hours. So watch the way that I'm showing you. Underline the key phrases as you read the question. So those are the two informations given. Let's set it up. So you got miles and you got hours. So it takes 1,764 miles and it takes 28 hours to cover it. So what was the average speed in miles per hour? So this is the most important one. Miles per hour. Per hour means 1. Per means 1. So miles traveled in 1 hour is what they're asking. So in 1 hour, they're asking how many miles can you go? So you have three of them, the last one is missing. Now once again, once you're done setting it up, cross over and multiply. 28 multiplies m to give you 28. And 1 multiplies 1764 to give you 1764, equal sign in the middle. Make sure that you're writing every single step that I am writing. Divide by 28 on the left, divide by 28 on the right. Cancel. You got m equals. The numerator 1764 goes in the shelter, divided by 28. And 28 times 6 is 168. So I'm going to go over here and substitute 168, and I need to borrow. So 16 minus 8 is going to be 8. Bring the 4, and 28 goes into 84 three times. So in this case, it's going to be 63. Now, once again, 63 doesn't mean anything to us unless you attach a word to it. So M in this case stands for the word miles. So go back to the answer and attach the word miles. 63 miles will be the answer. So in 1 hour, you can travel 63 miles, or 63 miles per hour will be the answer. Okay, focus on this question. This is an FCAT style question. So the walkers travel 182 miles in 3.5 hours. The equation is given. Anytime you are given an equation or an expression, that will be your starting point. So your starting point in this case is going to be 3.5 m equals 182. So once you get the starting point, you need to understand what the m stands for. So they're asking you what is the value of m. So which means this is what you need to find. It's a multiplication equation. So 3.5 m, there is nothing between the number and the letter, so it's multiplying. The opposite is divide by 3.5 on the left and divide by 3.5 on the right. Cancel, you get m equals. Now the numerator 182 goes to the shelter, the denominator 3.5 stands outside. You are dividing by a decimal. You cannot unless you change this decimal number to a whole number. So what you're going to do is watch the one in red. You're going to move the decimal point one place to the right, and you're going to attach a decimal point and move that one place to the right. So now this 3.5 changes to a 35, and inside the shelter 182, and the decimal point moved to the right, so I'm going to attach a 0 and the decimal point at the end. So 35 cannot go in here, 35 cannot go in this, and 35 can go into 182 5 times, which gives you 175. So you're going to get 175. You need to borrow 5 from 812. It's going to give you a 7, bring the 0 down, and 35 goes into a 70 2 times, which is an exact match. So in this case, you're going to get m equals 52, which is B. This is also an FCAT type question where you're given a nutrition facts label to read. Calories 80, total fat 0, sodium 50, total carbohydrates 64, sugar 64. So now they're giving you a question. The equation. Now the moment they give an equation, that becomes your starting point. That is your starting point. So 2c equals 64. That is where you need to start working out your question. So once you understand this, you need to understand what the c stands for. So go back to the question, and c stands for the amount of sugar. You need to know what the variable stands for. C stands for the amount of sugar. So they're asking you the amount of sugar in each serving. They're asking how many grams of sugar are in each serving. So use this question and you need to find what C is. So 2, there is no sign between them, there is no plus or minus, so you take it as multiply. The opposite is divide by 2 on the left, divide by 2 on the right, cancel. C is equal to numerator 64 in the shelter, denominator outside. So this is going to give you 32. 32 grams of sugar per serving. That means in one serving, you're going to find 32 grams of sugar. And this is an FCAT style question. Pause the video, read the question. Jen would like to put carpeting. The area of the room is given, the length of the room is given, and you are given an equation. You are given an expression. So this is your starting point. 6W equals A. Once you figure this is your starting point, number one, you need to write what W stands for and what A stands for. So let's go back to the question. So W in this case is represented as the width. So I'm going to write W is my width, and I need to find out what my A is. A is the area. And now I'm going to go back to the question again, and I'm going to read and see if they have given me any information. So they are giving me the area of the room is 30 square yards. So the area, which stands for A, is 30. So they are asking me what is the width. So they are asking me the width is what? So this is the information that is given to you, and they're giving you W is width, A is area, and by reading the question again, I'm finding that area is 30. So I'm going to go back to this question. 6, I'm going to keep it as it is. W, I'm going to keep it as it is because that is what they are asking me to find. What is the width? So I need to find what number belongs in the place of W. Equal sign, I'll keep it as it is. A, I'm going to change it to 30 because that is the information given from the question. Now this is a one-step multiplication equation. So you divide by 6 on the left, divide by 6 on the right, cancel, you get W equals 5. 30 divided by 6 is going to give you 5. So this is the width in yards. And that'll be the final answer.